Oh, we rolling. Culture heads, what's going on? We're back for another edition Culture News today, man. You already know. Culture news from around the world, music, art, food, fashion, all of that good stuff you already know. So just start re-updating the site because for those of you who checked out the last video, it was a problem with the news feed of me getting all of the culture news, so I actually had to go back in and reprogram a lot of that. So now we get it all rolling back in, so I had to jump in there for today just to see what's popping around the world. So we have like a lot of crazy news stories, literally from like so many different countries, like all around the world. So it's pretty cool stuff. A lot of things going on today. So without further ado, we're about to jump right into it. See what we have popping. So the first place we're about to jump out to is Luxembourg, which is actually on track to become the very first country to actually make all public transit free. And this free isn't just for like everybody, because they have like, I think it said like over 400,000 people that actually use public transportation out that way. But they're saying for all students that's under the age of 20, they're going to be able to ride public transportation completely free, so they could get back and forth between like school, work, really just to get them started in the real world. What a nice gift, right? And then also like a lot of students already was getting like free shuttle service between different destinations. So Luxembourg, I hope they're setting a trend for like a lot of places around the world, just because I typically like to use public transportation myself, because it's a good way just to see the local life, you know what I'm saying? And it's very convenient when you're in big cities like New York City, Mexico City, Bangkok, real efficient. So check that out, anthemculture.com. Next story we have is going out to Indonesia. They actually just kicked off their Fashion Week 2019. Opened up, I think it's going to be running from March 27th all the way to March 31st. So it's about to be a lot of crazy fashion and designs coming out that way. And actually the fashion show, it comes as, how should I describe it? A sort of like campaign for like a lot of not only just fashion designers, but just overall entrepreneurs out in Indonesia that really want to promote the Indonesian culture. So the fashion show is a way for them really just to get out a lot of like traditional designs, patterns, colors out into the real world with all of the publicity going out that way. So you could check out the story on anthemculture.com, see some of the new pieces that's going to be strolling down the runway. And if you like something, definitely make sure you look a lot more into that, because they're trying to accomplish that. So here they are on Anthem Culture, getting a little bit more exposure, so check that out. Next we have going out to South America, down in Santiago, Chile. I haven't been there, but I hope I could get there soon. I heard some great things about Chile, but it's a lot of people actually going out that way because they actually have Lollapalooza Chile 2019 is going to be kicking off that way. Today, actually, today's Friday. Yeah, it's kicking off today. So if you're not in Santiago, Chile right now, you might want to book your ticket, because it should be going on all weekend. You're going to see a lot of international artists, some of the big names being Kendrick Lamar, Lenny Kravitz, Los Tres, Joha Smith, and a lot of others. They have like a crazy lineup over the course of the entire weekend. So even just checking out the pictures of like the previous sessions, and everybody who knows Lollapalooza, is like this huge music festival. So just based on the talent that they're bringing, based on the support that all of these artists are already getting out in Chile, you could expect that it's going to be like an insane festival. I wish I could get there. Maybe next year I'll be out that way, but for now you can read about it on anthemculture.com. Make sure you follow along the hashtags and stuff like that if you want to see all of the crazy shenanigans going down in Chile right now. The next story we have is actually, it's a Colombian film festival happening in New York City as we speak. And one of the films, Somos Calentura, is opening that up. And a lot of the films there are derived from Colombia. So a lot of Colombians out in New York City, that they wanted to put together this big film festival. It's actually in its 7th series. So you could imagine, like from the start of it all the way till now, we got a lot of growth and even just a lot of support from not only just the Colombian community in New York City, but around the world, because actually the news story posted on Anthem Culture comes from a Colombian publication. So they wanted to make sure people all around the world, internationally and nationally, understand that Colombians are doing great things when it comes to the film industry. So it's showcasing a lot of amazing films coming out that way. Some of them, as I mentioned, Somos Calentura, Las Piedras, which is another big film that's going to be screening there. So some of them are actually nominated for like international awards. So you could imagine it's going to be like incredible films throughout the entire duration of the film festival. So you can read more about that on anthemculture.com and let me know what you think in the comments of what film you want to check out. So Belgium is actually doing a pretty amazing thing when it comes to highlighting a lot of their players. So actually one of the awards that they're going to be highlighting and showcasing and giving out very, very soon is the Best African Player Award out in Belgium. So, you know, they recruit a lot of football players from around the world, including a lot coming from Africa. So actually one of Tanzania's own, Mbwana, I think that's how you pronounce it. I hope it's how you pronounce it. But he's actually in the running for being one of the top Best African Player Awards for out in Belgium. So he currently plays for Belgium along with 5 other people, or along with 4 other people. It's 5 people total that's in the running. So he's one of the top running people. So you could check out more about him on anthemculture.com, read about his accomplishments on the team itself, and even check out some of the other players and look out for the awards. It's pretty cool. So more stories, more news, more updates all around the world every single day. We got news stories going up. It's pretty dope how I literally see what's going on in the world. I think every time I pull up the news feed, it's like, all right, well, what's new? That's really how I get all of my news. All I know is culture. So yeah, post it up on anthemculture.com, really just to stay posted. Drop these videos just to keep you guys posted. So it's a win-win situation, right? So yeah, check out anthemculture.com when you get a chance to learn more about these news stories and just to follow along the journey. Anthem Culture. It's a lot of things happening, a lot of things moving. Shout out to all the culture heads. Appreciate culture.